than to come back and not pick that.
Tommy already knows I'm going to get it in his ass. He already knows it. Rellism Raw Sports Talk with the HNIC Brandon and the GM, maybe Coach Tommy. What's up, fellas? We got to see where we were right, where we were wrong. Y'all ready for that?
Yeah.
Look, Brandon's confident. Tommy put his head down. He's like,
nah.
I'm looking at this.
He's like, my lock sucked. I don't know. Thank y'all for watching on YouTube, listening on Anchor and Spotify. Check out our Facebook page. For real, everybody in our FFF league, check out what Tommy's right now. Love for my Commanders. Love for the Black Mamba. All the love for my Mamba. Can we thinking about you? All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. We need to do some things real quick before I start. Still the condolences for all the families for the UVA shooting. But on a positive note, if there could be one, I shouldn't even put it together because that junk's horrific. But UVA basketball team, number 16 ranked, just now stunned number 5 Baylor.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
wasn't even close.
Wasn't even close. And we just now got a new follow by the name of Monday Morning Combo Guard Podcast. And they specialize in UVA and Virginia Tech basketball. So check out their podcast and find out all about the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get into basketball until football's by Christmas or whatever. But check out their podcast. Thank y'all for subscribing to us. Appreciate it. Now we getting into the week 10 recap where we were right, we were wrong. First game, we're gonna talk about the Seahawks and Bucks. That was Brandon's lock. He said they will cover, the Bucks will cover and win. We all agreed, but that was his lock. We were good. We were all in agreement with the fantasy sleeper with Rondell, with White.
Yeah,
so that was good. The next game was the Jaguars plus 9.5 for the Chiefs. We all agreed that they would cover. Tommy said Juju was going to get 2 touchdowns, so don't listen to that shit. Brandon said Pacheco. I think Brandon was a week away. I think this is the week that Pacheco's going to do something.
Yeah, 84 yards?
If Juju wouldn't have got knocked out, that was a different
6
game.
points, whatever.
Yeah.
The Texans plus 4.5 the Giants. We all said they would cover. They did. I was wrong about Jones getting 40 yards rushing. He had 20. Tommy had Cooks, who got a point. Brandon had Wandell.
Wandell.
So we were all wrong about that one. Saints and Steelers, which was my lock of the week. Tommy, the Steelers, I guaranteed would win. You argued with me for 10 minutes about it. They got their ass beat. But the crazy shit about it, Brandon said that the Steelers were going to
right score.
10. And damn sure they ain't by 10.
I think I did.
He didn't hit that jump on the head. Hit that on the head. So that was pretty good. Tommy had Cooks. Nobody really got anything from fantasy. Oh, no, you had Jaylen Warren. He got 9 points. Cool with that. Yeah, that was about it. But it was kind of banging that you nailed it on the head with 10. And Tommy, what happened with the Saints?
They don't look
guaranteed they were going to win.
I like
they need to play Winston. If they play Winston.
They did, exactly. Then the next day, they were like, Winston's not playing. I was like, Red Rocket's a little different.
Why are they not playing Winston? What happened?
Apparently, he's not healthy. He had a broken back or something.
Oh, he's not healthy. Okay. All right, then we saw the Lions, who Tommy still thinks can make the playoffs. They were getting 2.5 against the Bears. Me and Tommy went with the Bears. They lost. Brandon said the Lions would just win. Tommy had St. Brown. He didn't do nothing. I said Claypool. I don't even know if Claypool even went to the game or not. But Brandon hit it with Cole Kmet. Show off game. Now he's a fantasy person that can help teams win. Browns and Dolphins. Brandon didn't even take his team, yo. Brandon didn't even take his team. You said the Browns were going to win with
was good. I thought they was okay.
Browns going. Me and Tommy said they were going to cover by way more, and they did. They destroyed them. Tommy had Cleveland's defense. They had negative points. But Brandon nailed it again. 12.4. Donovan Peoples-Jones. I said Harrison Brown. He got 9, so that's a little bit. Vikings and Bills. Tommy was the only one to hit this one. He said the Vikings or the Bills will not cover. He didn't know that Josh Allen was going to fumble the damn snap. So you got
Jefferson was going to make the best catch ever.
Ever. Best catch ever. Knox had 7.7 for me. Brandon hit it with. No, he didn't. Hines had 1 point.
I think Tommy hit it.
I think Tommy hit it with Singletary. 15 points.
Yeah, Singletary was really long.
It was a bang.
I thought that was the deal.
But then Tommy's Broncos plus 2.5 in the Titans. But he said the Titans would cover, and
Titans
they
were
did.
gonna win.
Sutton got 9.5 for you. That's good. I
I was
said
wrong.
Judy ain't even get a point. You know what I'm saying? Brandon picked the right game. This tight end got 1 point, but I think you're a week away again. I think next week he's gonna do that. The Cardinals and Rams. Brandon and Tommy said they would cover. Nope.
Rams are bad too.
Nope. Oh, Tommy did. Brandon did have Higbee being the sleeper. That was good. Them Cowboys, which was Tommy's lock to win. The Cowboys were the lock to win. Lock.
Look a miracle.
They lost that.
Bad.
Bad, dude. Bad. Nobody got anything. You did have Lazard with 9.5. Chargers and 49ers. I called Carter. He caught a touchdown, had big points. Both y'all had the points, but you missed about 1 point. Sorry. Then my Washington team that Tommy did say the Eagles won't cover. Eagles won't cover. So I'll give you that one. So at the end of the day, Tommy, you had 7 wins, 4 sleepers.
I had the Packers winning, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Brandon had the Packers winning. Yes. Brandon had 7 wins, 5 sleepers. I had 7 and 4. So Brandon edged us all out a little bit that time. Good job to you. But that's how close it is. When you get a lead like us 3 on here,
easy.
when you get us 3 on here, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying?
I like
we
this
figure
one.
things out. Week 11 now. Week 11. Panthers are giving up 13 points to the Ravens.
Yeah, that's a.
Will the Ravens cover that?
I got no.
No,
I'm not giving up 13 points.
Yeah, I'm instinctively saying no, but it scares me that everybody lost on the Eagles last week on that large cover, and then now you could see it again. I think Vegas could sneak that cover could come, but at 13.5 is big. I wouldn't bet it.
13.5 is huge, and if you do the teasers like me, it's actually 19. Wow. Who's the fantasy sleeper now? Nobody's got nothing.
I got Isaiah Likely if Andrews didn't play it again.
DJ Moore. DJ Moore can be considered a sleeper. DJ Moore, he's looking for a huge uptick in targets.
Baker's playing. Baker needs to show off. I agree.
Yeah, but when Baker played, Moore didn't do nothing.
Right, but he's got injuries. There's injuries now that's going to force.
I'm gonna go Terrace Marshall, if any. I mean, I guess because Mark Andrews will probably play.
He's out there in the waiver wire right now that you can start. I'm saying, guys, that people were scared to pick up Gus Edwards. I think he's going to play. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they're not going to play Kenyon Drake, because I think he's been doing all right.
No, I would start Edwards if I had him.
But Edwards is the guy that I'm saying, go ahead and play him. He's going to get a couple touchdowns, maybe. All right, the Eagles, after their loss to the Commanders. I say the Commanders if they win games like that. Don't shake your head because you ain't got no signature wins, Bronco guy. No signature wins. None.
I have no signature offense.
None. They're only favored by 7 against the Colts. Is this one of them trap games? Is this one of them games that the Colts get pull off this win? And even better, if you're betting on them 7 points, Tommy, what?
Eagles win and cover. I mean, they might
win and cover.
Yeah, they're mad.
I think so too. What do you think, Brandon?
I'll take Colts and the points.
Colts and the points. I thought about it and I was nervous about it, but I think I'm gonna go with the Eagles covering.
I think a blueprint could have been laid out Monday night.
And Jonathan Taylor might really finally show up and help Swole Daddy get 1 win in fantasy.
Putting Matt Ryan in was the best move they could have.
Yep. So who's the fantasy sleeper then? I don't want to hear Taylor.
Who's taking
Paris Campbell count?
Yeah, Paris Campbell count.
Then Alec does too. What his name is? The
Alec Pierce.
Yeah. Pierce. Why not? You can have both of them against that Eagles
secondary. One of those wide receiver
one of them
on the Colts that's not matched up against Slay.
Yeah, Pittman will be shut down probably.
I'm going with Mo Ali Cox, the tight end. I don't think the wide receivers can battle the Eagles.
I told you that name before the preseason, man. That he's the best tight end on the Colts.
But they use so many of them. That's why I'm scared.
Yeah, they always got like 15 of them. So what? All right, my Washington squad. We giving up 3 points to Houston. I feel like this is a trap game. It's scary. You beat the best team, you lose to the worst. That's what Washington does. What they gonna do, Brandon? Who you taking?
Honestly,
You laughing because you agree.
I'm taking Houston.
See?
I got you Houston as well, dude.
With 3, hold on. You're taking Houston with 3 points to win.
3, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win again.
And they can win the game.
That's Washington football. That's the type of shit the Dolphins used to do.
It is Washington football. You're exactly right. Tommy, what you think?
Man, it's even in Texas. I think y'all lose this game as well.
We lose the game.
I've got y'all picked to lose it. Yeah, it's not a popular pick, but I got y'all picked to lose it.
But a lot of people are doing that. Is Houston go out? So we're not even going to cover it. You're just picking it straight up.
7% right now on ESPN pick-up are picking Houston.
7?
I've got Houston. 7. 93% on Washington right now on pick-up.
Wow, I'm surprised by that. Damn. Is there a sleeper? Is there a sleeper out here? Does the boy from the Cardinals run out there with Houston? Who is it? Who's the sleeper? Our secondary sucks. Is it Nico Collins? Who is it?
That's what I'm banking on, Nico.
Are you playing Nico?
I have to. I got everybody on bye.
In which league?
I've been Traylon Burks, the FFF league.
Of course, you got people on buys after the week you play me.
Yeah, I got to play Sally because every time something fluky happens against her.
Bullshit. Nico Collins is
I still have Logan Thomas as the best sleeper on Washington.
Does he even play anymore?
I'm waiting on him to do something. I mean I keep thinking
he's your best. If you're not counting McLaurin, as your sleeper, because you guys just don't have anybody.
That's
really is McKissick playing this game?
Yeah, he's there.
Samuels is not a sleeper anymore. Like I think Samuels is
McLaurin.
He is your best floor player on Washington.
Okay, I mean, I might give you that. I don't know. We'll see. And y'all both got Houston beating Washington.
I don't know if they're gonna win.
They gonna cover the 3?
I think 3.
We're gonna win by way more.
I can see Heineke throwing 2-3.
We're winning way more. Hold on, you can see Heineke throwing way more than 2 picks.
2 or 3, yeah.
2 or 3 picks. In the last episode, y'all were talking about how great this dude is.
No, he does have a tendency to get figured out.
I didn't say he was great, but he's a gunslinger.
He does have a tendency to get figured out.
And Houston has played everybody tough for some reason, somehow. I don't know how.
My boy Damian Pierce.
Yeah.
Jets plus 3.5. This is a scary game for me.
The people got locks this week, I guess. No.
Yeah, if it's your lock, go ahead and say your lock.
All right.
Against the Patriots. It's scary. You saw what happened when the Jets played the Patriots last game. They're getting 3.5. Tommy, you said the Jets are making the playoffs. Are they going to win this kind of a game?
I've got the Patriots winning this game.
So you got the Jets losing. Yeah,
they can afford to lose this easily and still wind up ahead of the Patriots. The Patriots can't really win away from home. So this is they'll win this game.
They cover 3.5?
Probably. I don't know. That's a tough one because that field goal is, and they don't have that offense. And if it's within 3, Belichick will bet on his defense. He'll give the ball away. So I don't know if I can give him the 3.5.
So you going with the Jets then?
No, I could give the Patriots, but they win by 3.
The Patriots are 3.5.
They could win by 3 now. Yeah, they could win by 3.
So
you would bet you would take the Jets.
If I had to bet, I would take the Patriots to win by 3. I'd take the Patriots, but not the points.
Okay, go ahead, Brandon.
I'll take the Patriots to cover. I think they win.
They will cover.
Yeah, I think so. I can see them winning by. I can see them winning by 12.
Damn! What?
I do not believe in Zach Wilson one bit.
That's
Who's the sleeper then? Who's the sleeper? Let's go play in fantasy.
Is Ramondre count?
No. What do you mean? He's the best player on their team, dude. What do you mean?
The Patriots defense.
Okay. Who's yours, Brandon?
Saquon Thornton.
We've been waiting for this dude to do something for weeks now.
I know.
Wait for this dude to do. You know who mine is? Your old boy Devontae Parker, who's coming back. Yeah, he's solid. He's playing. He's gonna come in and do some things.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Or it might be Zappy because Mac Jones sucks.
Yeah, he does.
The Lions are getting 3 points against the Giants. You already kind of talked about this game. Tommy thinks Saquon's gonna run all over him, but he also thinks the Lions are gonna make the playoffs. Maybe. Who are you taking in that? Giants giving away the 3 or what? Huh?
I got the Lions.
Are you really?
You think the Lions gonna win the game or just with the points?
I won't be surprised if they win the game, but I'm taking 3 points.
Wow. What do you think, Tommy?
I mean, I've got the Giants winning the game in the pick 'em, and I'll take them. I take them straight up. I'll take them with the points as far as my safe money goes. But if the Cowboys were to fall out of the playoffs, the Lions would have to probably be the team to get in there on this game.
You be wavering back and forth, man. You can't keep doing that.
The Giants, and the points, easy.
Giants and the points, easy. Who is the fantasy sleepers?
Lock it.
That's your lock. Giants are winning. That's your lock.
I'll lock the Giants in on that. That's a hell of a defense, man. I just don't see Goff really doing much on them.
Brandon, what was your lock? Have we done it yet or no?
No.
Okay, if we haven't done it yet, don't say it. That's your lock, Tommy?
I'll take the Giants on that at home, yeah. They could be a little weathery, too. That could be a little much. Detroit's got to go back on a short week, so the game plan's different. So, yeah, I could see the Giants are going to knock that game out.
Who's the fantasy sleeper for the guys?
Daniel Jones.
Running or throwing or everything?
Oh, he's going to do that 50-50 Ryan Tannehill 30.
Who would you start over him? Would you start him over Russell Wilson?
Oh yeah, I'm done starting Russ.
Would you start him over Kyler Murray if he plays?
No, not with Hopkins.
Okay, who you got, Brandon? Who's your sleeper?
I'm gonna go Josh Reynolds or the receiver.
Josh
Lions.
Reynolds. All right. I forget the dude's name. The Lions tight end. That's who my sleeper is. The tight ends are falling everywhere, dude. They're falling everywhere. You can pick them up right now and play them. Rams, they're getting 2.5 against the vaulted Saints defense, Tommy. Who you got, Brandon? Who you got?
All right, I'm gonna make this a lock.
This is your lock.
Lock? This is a hard pick.
Lock? Yeah, I mean, this is lock.
I mean, I don't know. Let me not. It's 2 and a what? It's 2 what?
2.5. If it's your lock, you should know who it is.
No, it's not. It's not my lock.
Oh, it's not your lock.
I just saw another game. Saints 2.5. Saints 2.5. If it was gonna be the Patriots, it's gonna be my lock.
So you're taking the Saints.
Yeah,
giving up the points to the Rams. Stafford's coming back.
So
okay. Who you got, Tommy?
I've got the Rams winning this one. I didn't like what I saw. They're starting Red Rifle again. It's
so funny how last week you were like, "Oh, it's the Red Rifle."
I thought Jameis was coming back.
To beat the Saints. Now you're like, "Oh, they suck ass."
Throw the ball. Throw the ball 30 yards on a slant. Finally,
the guy I've ever met in my life, yo. You flip flop, baby. I love it. I'm taking the Rams. You can give me the points. I'll take that too. I think the Rams will win.
Yeah,
I think. And my sleeper, Allen Robinson finally has a 25-point game. Allen Robinson finally
is Lattimore playing?
At least 20. At least 20. At least 20. Allen Robinson does that. Who's y'all sleepers? I don't want to hear Higbee because he's gonna be the number 1 target. Don't do it.
Taysom Hill.
Who?
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. See, I've been hearing some stuff like that too. Who you got, Tommy?
He could sneak a touchdown in. Shoot, you're not gonna get any of those guys in. You're gonna have to take a sleeper in there. Allen Robinson's a good pick. Now, Taysom Hill's a good pick.
So is the under probably.
They could get the running game behind LA. I don't know who to take on that backfield.
Exactly.
But that's who I would say. If you've got a running back on LA, that's on your fantasy roster.
Which one are you taking then?
Flip the coin. Cam.
You taking Cam over Henderson?
I'd probably take that would be my preference, but I would really, it's not much of one. It's like having a favorite side of the quarter.
I think the Saints defense might score more fantasy points than the Rams.
The performer in that game is going to be Stafford. Stafford might hit 10 different receivers if he gets a chance.
Didn't y'all just say Stafford sucked? Didn't I just hear that?
I didn't say sucked. He's not right. He lost another offensive lineman.
Brandon, you said the tight end for the Saints, Taysom Hill, who we don't even know.
Tight end / quarterback.
Would you play him over? Would you play him over Logan Thomas for Washington?
I would. Because he's gonna get some rushing yards. He's gonna get.
Would you play him over Kyle Pitts?
Maybe
this week. This week I wouldn't.
Would you play him over Tunyon? Oh, well, he already played.
He already played. So yeah.
Would you play him over McBride for the Cardinals?
That's an interesting pick. No, I would. I can't wait to see McBride. I just want to roll the dice on the guy.
I probably would just because I don't know what he's got yet.
I picked him up at one point. When Ertz was a little suspicious, I picked him up.
This game makes me nervous as hell because both teams are so weird, flip-floppy like Tommy. Bears plus 2.5. How are they not favored? I don't understand.
I got 3.
I know they're on the road, but they're playing the Falcons. Yeah. Who you got? Who?
I got Atlanta.
So you got Atlanta giving away the 2.5.
Yep.
To win
winning the game.
Cover.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
You think so, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm taking Atlanta as well.
Wow. Okay. Damn, maybe I'm just a weird person thinking that this is crazy. I'll take the Bears getting the points, but I think they're going to win the game. Justin Fields is going back home where he's from, ATL. He's coming to show off. He's going to rush for more than 50 yards. He's going to show off in front of his home crowd. He's going to have a whole section full of his family and friends out there. Showtime in ATL. Justin Fields is going to do some things, I think. Who's your fantasy sleeper, Tommy?
I mean, Cole Kmet's off radar now, so
yes,
you're going to have to go. Is David Montgomery back on radar?
I mean, he's the only running back the Bears got, dude. That's your sleeper, man.
Right now, there's outside of Cordell Patterson. He's bombed twice in a row. There's nobody out there that doesn't Hitz isn't going to perform. Cordell Patterson. I'd start Patterson in my flex if I had a chance.
You would start him over Algier?
Oh yeah, over Algier this week versus Chicago. Yeah, so I want to go with a vet who can perform.
Because some people got both on their team. They need to know. What do you think, Brandon?
Yeah, I do think Patterson has a good game. It's frustrating because they use 4 running backs, but I would go with like Damiere Byrd is going to have a big game.
Damiere Byrd, this is a revenge game for him also. Revenge game also. My sleeper.
It's not a lot of talent in this game.
It's not a lot.
Other than, Pitts is a talent. But
dude, I'm telling you.
Drake London, does he get it this week?
Pitts will score double-digit points this week.
Can you start Drake London in a deep league?
Yes.
I'm starting. I'm considering starting him in one league.
I would start him over. Who you starting, Brandon? Who'd you say in the previous game? You got started wide receiver?
I got. Okay. Previous game, I said Paris Campbell.
Yeah, I'd start him over Paris Campbell.
Right.
I'd start Drake London over Paris Campbell this week.
Yeah.
Because of the matchup. Because of the matchup. That Eagles secondary, I take my chances with Drake London going against one of the 18 Fuller kids from Virginia Tech playing TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. This is an intriguing game to me because I think this is one of these weird-ass games. Sean Watson's back in the building. He's practicing. Brissett's out here like knowing that his time is up or coming up. They're getting 7.5 playing in Detroit against the Bills. And Josh Allen's still out here throwing turnovers after turnover. Can the Bills cover 7.5, Brandon?
This is my lock, yeah.
This is his lock. The Bills will cover 7.5.
Yeah.
Damn, you agree with that, Tommy?
I mean, I don't know if the Bills cover in this game. 7.5, that's a whole touch. That's a hard cover. I'll take the Bills to cover. I agree with you. I don't know if it's a lot.
Y'all both agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Vaughn, like 3 games I was going to lock, but this would be the one. I just think they're pissed off.
Vaughn is going to stand out.
I can't lock it. I can't lock it because the Bills are not doing what I thought they were going to do against the run, and I see Chubb really doing things. I do think the Bills are going to win the game, but I'll take Cleveland with those 7.5 points. And in my teaser, it's actually.
I mean, I hope they win.
It's actually 13.5. I already got that on my job. All right. Here is my lock of the week right here. This is my lock. Raiders getting 2.5 against the riding Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to destroy the Raiders. I think Russell Wilson is going to throw 3 touchdowns, 2 of them to Cortland Sutton. And I think the Broncos are going to probably have the best game of the year against the Raiders.
What was that, 19 points?
Right, exactly.
2.5. Hey, I said 3 touchdowns for Russell Wilson. So that's at least 21. So can they cover, Tommy? The Broncos win by more 2.5?
Yeah, I mean, they've got it. I've got them winning, so they're winning by 2.5.
2.5?
Yeah, but it's not. If I don't see 2 touchdowns going to anybody, maybe a defensive player.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I mean, I pick Denver every week because I'm thinking this is the week they're gonna do it. But yeah, I think they cover. The Raiders are terrible, and if Surtain's on Adams, I don't see how they can score.
So who's the sleeper there? Surtain's on Adams. Who's the sleeper?
It's not on the Raiders.
Greg Dulcich.
I could go with him again, or I can go with what's his name, Hinton.
He might not. He's probably not gonna play.
He's banged.
Hamler. My bad. KJ back yet?
KJ's playing. I think KJ's playing. Yeah, KJ's playing.
Dude, it doesn't matter. If you have Cortland Sutton this week, you're probably going to win your fantasy game. Cortland Sutton is going to score like 25, 30 points. He's going to get 2 touchdowns. He's going to have like 12 targets, 9, 10 catches for 150 yards. Cortland Sutton this week is my big-time lock player, and Russell Wilson's going to have 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, Russell Wilson.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs is going to have 100 yards rushing, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He'll have 100 yards rushing and a touchdown.
We thought that last week.
But last time he played Denver, look what he did. He destroyed them. All right, them Cowboys. They're favored against the – why the hell are they favored against the Vikings? They lose to Green Bay, and they're favored on the road.
The Vikings are so
Tommy, who you got?
I've got the Vikings winning again.
Vikings winning the game.
Yeah, winning that. Yeah,
so obviously take them. Yeah,
I know I've got Dallas as a highly ranked team, but this game doesn't bode well for him. In Minnesota was Darius Smith. I really love Darius Smith. I think that his addition this year has just been incredible.
I mean, he's up there for defensive player of the year. Yeah, I mean,
go ahead, Brandon. Who you got?
Maybe should be considered to that a lot better than he was. You know?
Yeah, I got Minnesota winning. Only problem is Jefferson seems to struggle against the Cowboys. I don't know why. But, yeah, I think they still win.
This is one of those reverse games, just like the Redskins. You beat the best team, then you lose to one of the worst. Cowboys just lost to one of the worst teams. They're going to beat Minnesota. It's going to be some weird stuff. The secondary for Minnesota sucks. They cannot stop the pass. My sleeper is going to be Michael Gallup. I think he's going to catch a touchdown or so. 10 catches, maybe whatever. Dallas goes into Minnesota and wins the big-time game. That's what they do, flip-flop, just like Washington. Who's your sleeper, Brandon? Somebody go ahead and say Thielen.
KJ Osborne.
KJ Osborne, really? Is Madison still healthy, right?
Yeah, but so is Cook, man.
Yeah, I know. But if you've got a prominent running back, Madison might steal a touchdown from Cook today.
So let me ask you a question, Tommy. All these backup running backs that people have, all these security blankets, is Madison the best one right now to have in fantasy? Yeah. Out of anybody?
Yeah. It's just that's because of Cook's health, though, not because of his performance. He's a good back. He's a really good number 2, but Cook also gives him opportunities every year.
You agree with that, Brandon?
No, he's a good back. I don't think he's the best handcuff or backup to have, but I think you have him. But yeah, he's a good back.
He's not gonna get on the field enough. He might vulture a touchdown now. You might be right with that.
He could get a goal line carry.
Defense in Dallas, they could easily stop 2, and then here comes Madison for him.
That's true. Bengals, Steelers. But it ain't like he's the dude in Detroit where Swift never gets touchdowns.
Why do they hate DeAndre Swift?
I mean, he never gets any touchdowns. The
He
other
ain't
dudes
that good,
always
man.
scoring the
They
touchdown.
don't give him the ball.
I would rather have him over Madison, right?
Not drafting him
Williams
for
too.
Yeah,
I would take
Madison.
Yeah, there's a few running back backups I'm taking home from Madison.
Yeah. All right, the Bengals, they're giving away 4 to the Steelers in the Steelers' place. Who you got, Tommy? Can the Steelers cover it? I mean, can they win the game?
I've got the Steelers winning that game.
Winning the game.
Winning that game. They impressed me. I mean, honestly, you said something with TJ Watt making them a different team, and it wasn't TJ Watt. TJ Watt went out there I'm sitting there staring at TJ Watt, and he's just getting locked up a lot, and I'm like, but there's a linebacker free. Whoop, whoop, bow. But there's a linebacker free. Whoop, whoop, bow. I was like, oh my gosh, the second level so active in this game. Where's this been at? And then I said, it's TJ Watt.
Yeah.
And it's a different game right now for Pittsburgh. They're not going to make 500 football, but they're going to look like a good defense.
You know, it's kind of like if you look at Aaron Donald this year, do we hear much of his name?
No.
But when Von Miller was there, Aaron Donald's out here. All you heard was him. It's kind of like you ain't got to make the plays to make your team better. All right, who you got, Brandon?
I got the Steelers winning the game too.
Both of y'all got the Steelers winning the game.
Minka's back as well.
Minka is back that y'all gave away. Imagine if y'all had Minka still.
That's a Brian Flores move, dude. That's
dude, if y'all still had Minka right now,
fuck was. Yeah.
That would be. Oh my god, that's one.
Flores didn't like him, and he didn't like Flores.
Y'all gave him away for nothing.
A first round pick that we drafted for practice squad offensive tackle.
Oh. Hold on, was that the boy y'all traded to the Titans that had all the bongs and stuff on draft day?
No, he's the reason we got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Chubb. So.
That's a San Fran guy.
I think that was a good play.
Yeah.
All right, so both of y'all got the Bengals losing.
I would definitely take 4 points.
You'll take the 4 points for the Steelers.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
Tommy, here's my question, Tommy. So you said the Saints would beat the Steelers last week in a lock. But now you're saying the Steelers are going to beat the Bengals in a game that the Bengals really need to win to keep pace with the Ravens.
The Rams will beat the Saints.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Give me some Ric Flair woos.
I'm sitting here. It's the EA thing for a reason. I mean, I'm sitting here with 2 guys who know what the hell they're talking about. So I'm sitting. That TJ Watt was ringing in my ear, and I don't know if I can pick against him. He was a defensive player of the year for a reason.
And at home.
And
Jamar Chase ain't there.
Versus a Hollywood guy, he's about to go to town.
Jamar Chase ain't there, and my boy Joe Burrow just don't look the same.
He's about to go. He's flexing.
All of a sudden, that offensive line looks like it did last year. I don't know why. Maybe they got more time to get there because Chase ain't there. I don't know. But who's the sleepers? Y'all got the Steelers winning. Is there a sleeper on that side?
Pickens. Pickens is worth a start.
Pickens. Who you got, Brandon?
Pickens is worth a start. I think Warren's worth a start if you need a flex bad enough. And then Freiermuth at tight end, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So I do need to apologize because the last show we said Warren, and I was like, I don't care who's running the ball in Pittsburgh. I ain't picking up none of them. I picked him up.
We all learned something that day.
but my sleeper is Tyler Boyd. I think Tyler Boyd is somebody that they're going to have to get the ball out quick because of Watt and that second level coming through. I think TJ Boyd might have a big game.
He reminds me so much of Brandon Lloyd. He's a good receiver.
Remember Brandon Lloyd?
Tyler Boyd is a clone of his.
He was with the 49ers, Washington, Patriots.
He played like 9 teams.
Yo, but when you looked at him, you're like, yo, this dude could be a star. And he never was.
Whatever. That dude put up like 1,500 yards for Denver. I think he led the league.
He was always the number 2 guy.
Like 1 year or something?
1 year. He blew it up in Denver with Cutler.
So you're like a Family Dollar Josh Gordon. I mean, hey.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That 1 year. But he reminds me a lot of him. Tyler Boyd is a beast.
Scariest game of the week for me for people betting because I am not sold. I saw the Chiefs go to the Colts and lose. Now you're telling me the Chargers are getting healthy and they're at home. They done flexed the game to Sunday night. Chiefs giving away 5 points, Brandon. Who you got?
I got it at 5.5, but I got the Chargers. I got 5.5, and I'm not shocked the Chargers win this game. So.
If they win the game, you don't even need the points.
I know I'm taking the points.
You take the
but
points.
Yeah, I take
Chargers in the points.
But they
Who you
can
got,
win
Tommy?
those games.
Man, you know how sometimes when Patrick Mahomes gets mad and he reminds us all that he's the best football player in the league by a lot.
I don't
No,
know.
not Lamar Jackson. Hold on, not Lamar Jackson.
The best
Now
quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes is the best.
I don't even
Best
know if
quarterback.
Mahomes is the best
The
quarterback.
best quarterback. Mahomes, when he's hot, when he says he could easily say I'm a 32 for 37 today, 5 touchdowns. And it's scary because I see him doing that versus the Chargers. He doesn't care when to stop and if he gets that way, it's over. And I think he loves them division games.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Tommy. I'm to the point where I think he is the best quarterback in football. I'm just to that point.
Maybe ever.
He's making. I ain't say all that shit. God dang.
I don't even know if he's the best right now.
Talent-wise,
you know what else he loves?
I love his arm.
Losing to Justin Herbert.
What'd you say about Justin Herbert?
He loves losing to Justin Herbert because he's done it quite often.
Yes, and he should have lost the first game. If you know what I'm saying, that game should have went to the Chargers. But
I think he's only beat him once.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm gonna take the Chargers getting those points. And I think, just like you, Brandon, I think they can win the game. It's something about Keenan Allen and Williams coming back, and it's gonna be a shootout. I can see it. My sleeper is gonna be Kadarius Toney. We got Juju out. We got Hardman out. I think Kadarius Toney on the big stage is going to show off, and but it's still going to come up short. What you got, Brandon? Who's your sleeper?
That's actually who I was taking.
Kadarius Toney?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a big game from him. I hate the fact that he was a little puss for the Giants, pretending like he was hurt.
He's on no. That's
now he's all healthy and shit. I
like MVS. I think Valdez-Scantling could I mean, if he's gonna throw 5 touchdowns, he's throwing 1 long, and that's Valdez.
Okay. So you think he's
what about this rookie wide receiver they drafted? Is he going to play?
Sky Moore?
He's playing that week.
Is he just trash?
Like no. He keeps fumbling.
Yeah, he's too small.
He keeps fumbling the ball.
That's what we gave away a pick for Tyreek Hill for. I think I'll take.
Oh, that's the pick.
Oh
my God! Wow. All right, the Monday night game. 2 minutes left. 49ers giving up 8 points to Tommy's wild card Cardinals. Tommy, can the Cardinals win the game?
Not in Mexico City. If that was a real home game, yeah, I think the Cardinals can win that game. But in Mexico City, that a ground game is going to kill you, and a good defense is going to kill you. That is 1.5 miles in the air. That's a huge factor that
for both teams.
Talking about. That's
air
raid doesn't work. You can throw the ball 75, 85 yards there. Don't get me wrong. These quarterbacks will be able to throw the ball almost end zone to end zone. That's how much of a difference it is.
What do you think, Brandon?
It might be getting 60.
I'm taking Cardinals with 8.5 points.
You taking Cardinals with the points?
Yeah. Especially, I think Colt McCoy. They'll play better if he starts.
I'm taking the 49ers to cover. I just think they will. I think that the customs in Mexico City will not allow his PlayStation 5, 4, or whatever for Kyler Murray to play, and he's gonna play like shit.
I don't think he's playing.
Bad connection because of the service. Just ruined online.
I think Debo's healthy. Brandon Ayuk is showing what he's doing. Kittle is doing big things, and then you got Christian McCaffrey, my sleeper player. I can't even read my writing. Who's yours?
I'm gonna go Trey McBride.
That's who mine is. Why? Because his birthday's the next day. He gonna take that touchdown ball that he gets, take it home to you. Go ahead. Who you got?
Eli Mitchell will be my.
Mitchell
from the McCaffrey boy. You're gonna have to split carries because of the altitude. They're not gonna give either back more than 5 more carries than the other.
Well, I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. Thank you, fellas. I know it's late. Appreciate your time. Rellism Raw Sports Talk, episode 138, part 2. Be ready for McAdoo's coming up, baby.
Next week.
Finalizing it tomorrow. Appreciate y'all, guys.
All right.